You pass these to Alma, please, Tony. There you go. Those are all for pump tubes. Okay.
Has anybody else got anything about France while Alma's looking for that email? Richard's absolutely right, and even though we have found a school in Hexton to shoot all of those scenes, and also we want to do the Cornell's childhood stuff there, I don't think we would have any problem going back there to pick that stuff up. The reason that it's the least important, I don't mean to demean its contribution to the story, is because it's the only set of scenes that doesn't include anybody else who's in the film elsewhere. Oh, you're saying we can costume 6 people for what we have?
Yeah, probably get those down, because that's already been factored into what I'd already quoted for doing the costume, that there was going to be a certain amount that was going to be input that was to boost what we've got to purchase.
We definitely wouldn't be taking more than 6. I think
so that one could help.
Yeah.
In its own right, that's instantly a cost that we haven't got to think about. That if we have to go the fallback plan, we haven't got to look at costume allocation.
Here, this tree, Neil, is the tree that the paratrooper's going to be in, the dead one. Now, I think that's an evergreen, isn't it?
Does look that way.
Looks like it.
Yeah, well that'll work in our favour if we're getting, towards the end of September. Okay guys, this is the town of Deventer. I'm just going to get a slightly better shot for you here, with all of its infrastructure more or less intact. This is the bridge at Deventer, which is exactly the same as the bridge at Arnhem. It's the only one in Holland that is exactly the same. This is the reason that we would film the shots for the Arnhem episode, and indeed when we shoot the Arnhem episode, more or less all of the Arnhem episode, probably about 70% of it would be filmed at Deventer. Now, I've already had somebody make some initial approaches to the Deventer authorities. We're not saying anything definite yet, because until we know one way or the other what we're doing, there's no point. We've just done some initial approaches. It's all doable. The sequence that we're talking about filming is when the paras, I think it was on either the 2nd or the 3rd day, the morning, they got almost within sight of the bridge. This is to try and reach the guys who were already there. There was a big mist hanging over the river. There was a load of Germans in the factory on this side, and again, this would have been in Arnhem itself, not at Deventer, of course. And unfortunately, the British, who really should have moved out under cover of darkness, waited until the morning, and then as the sun came up and the mist lifted, the Germans, who were in position in a factory on the other side of the river, as well as in houses above them and sort of directly ahead of them, saw them all coming along the river and thought, well, we're not having that. And pretty much half of a battalion got massacred on this river road. Now, the problem with trying to replicate that thing, which actually happened, this is the factory, which by the way is a massive laser tag arena now, I believe. This all happened on this bend, and you kind of want to be able to see the bridge in the distance, even though they could only just, I think they could just catch the edge of it. The problem is you've now got this massive highway road that's been built here. All along this river here as well has completely changed. There's loads of bars, there's loads of houseboats. The terrain in terms of trees and things is slightly different. It's completely unfilmable in terms of, I mean, you're not talking about removing things digitally. It's completely unfilmable. It won't work at all. But in Deventer, you don't have those same issues.